Bishud Mora Verotai. We are up to Shemuel Aleph, Perek Yud Gimel. So far we had Shaul becoming a king, and last Perek we had Shemuel giving a very strong speech and Tochacha to people, and that was his basically last speech before giving over the kingdom to Shaul. And Shaul went and he fought with they had all Nachash, right? Nachash Ammoni already. So everyone accepted him as a king, and they had a big celebration. That was the last period, was the whole celebration, and the scary speech of Shemuel that told them, you didn't do the right thing by asking for the ring. Okay, that was it. Now this perek starts with another problem rising. Challenges for the new king. Ready? Perek Yud Gimel, it's page 74. Ben Shana Shaul b'Malko. So this alone has a lot of explanation. Right? Ben Shana, then seemingly means the first year of his kingdom, but this voice says he was 1 year old. He's not 1 year old. Ben Shana Shaul b'Malko. Ushte Shanim Malach al Israel. All together he was king only for 2 years. Now, Ben Shana, right? Look at Rashi. Rashi says, this is Masechet Yoma. Keben Shana shelo ta'am chet. Who says that? Here Rashi doesn't bring the name, but that was Rab Huna. Right? Rab Huna says he was like 1 year old, free of any sin, pure innocent. Right? Imagine that such a holy man, no sins. Shaul, the king?
You're talking about Shaul?
Yes. At that point, he was pure. Comes Rab Nachman in Masachet Yoma in Rashi Namir, but Rashi doesn't bring it here. Rab Nachman comes in Masachet Yoma and argues. How do you know it means this? Maybe it means Ben Shana B'Lechluch, right? B'Lechlech. Like a little baby that is dirty. That is what happens that night. Demons came to Rab Nachman's dream. He had nightmares, scary dreams. Right? He got up and said, I'm sorry, Shaul ben Kish. Right? What happened? I did something bad to you. I'm sorry. So again, back to sleep, bad dreams. The demons come and bother him in the dream. He realized he didn't apologize correctly. He got up and said, I'm sorry, Shaul ben Kish, Melech Israel. Then they left him alone. Right? So the right from this story we see what Rab Huna was right.
He was 1 year old.
He was innocent, total innocent, right? Very clean man, right? Unfortunately, in today's perek, he does his first sin, right? First mistake. Okay. Radak brings a different understanding of this. He brings from Midrash Shemuel, and he says, Ki keshemelech nimlach abunotav ad oto hayom, right? Hashem forgives the abunot of the king when the day that he becomes a king, right? And he brings 3 people that the abunot, one of them we know, right? And the second one is the king. Who is the first one? That everyone knows, Khatan, right? Here. Amru shalasha nimchelu lahem abunotam. they said 3 people, their avonot are forgiven. Khatan, Chacham is means like a Rosh Beddin or someone that was the highest in the leader of the
Public.
religion, right? Those days they had Rosh Beddin and Nasi. Once they are get appointed or Khatan gets married, Hashem clears all their sins. Why? I was thinking, why does Hashem do such a favor to these people? Because now they're accepting responsibility of others upon themselves. So Hashem said, okay, you're accepting, you're doing this, you're putting load on your shoulder. Even Khatan, what is he doing? Accepting responsibility of the family, making a family. So that's it. You're doing that, okay, I clear your last sin. Doesn't mean literally everything is cleared, because if he did one time of Beit HaMikdash, he did the sin that he had to bring Khatat, doesn't mean he doesn't have to bring his Khatat yet. But that means up to certain kind of forgiveness he gets. So that's one of the explanation. Ben Shana, it becomes clear like a 1 year old. Okay, 2 ways to understand it. ויבחר לו שאול 3,000 מישראל. So now Shaul wants to be the official king. He wants to make for himself army. So what did he do? He chose 3,000 people from Israel to become his soldiers, his army. ויהיו עם שאול 2,000, so 2 of them they were with Shaul במיחמש, in the town of Michmash, ובהר בית אל, and the mountains of Beit El, that's the area that Shaul was. ו1,000 היו עם יונתן, and 1,000 of them were with Yonatan, his son. בגבעת בנימין, in the גבעת בנימין, that was the original town that Shaul came from. So ויתר העם שילח איש לאוהליו, and he sent everybody else back to their tent. From where? Remember, they were there in Gilgal. Everybody came to make him a king and listen to Shemuel's speeches. So now 3,000 people he kept, the rest he sent home. Now what happens? Problems start. ויח יונתן את נשיא פלשתים אשר בגבעה. Yonatan, his son, kills one of the leaders. Nasiv is a prince. Leaders of Palestinians, that in Geva. Geva was already all the way to the east of Israel. So, and the towns of the Palestinians were Chachamim point that were in the west. So from this we see that they were all over Eretz Israel, all the way in east also. They had the Palestinians. They had dominated over the Jewish people. They were there in their towns. And what happened? Yonatan goes and kills one of them. He has his own army now. You telling us what to do? I kill you. He killed him. Okay. וישמעו פלשתים. Imagine go kill one of these mullahs.
Amen.
What happens?
The
Palestinians, they all got angry. The Palestinians, what didn't you understand?
Basically, he had 3,000
Yonatan, son of
soldiers.
Shaul, went. He had an argument with one of the leaders of the Palestinians, killed him.
And he had 1,000 soldiers
Okay.
to pack them up.
Now all the Palestinians, they hear this. Gemara is going to say the Palestinians, the army was so big, they had 30,000 chariots, right? 30,000 chariots and 6,000 horsemen plus countless soldiers.
Where are you getting these numbers?
We're going to get to it. Right? We're going to get to all this. So it was very scary to start off with them. They were big power. With Shaul, so now Shaul got scared. He said, now the Philistines, they heard about this. They're going to come and attack. So what happened? Making people ready. The alarms Right? When like in Israel when missiles come, they blow the sirens. The sirens. That's it. Shaul went and blow sirens. What was the sirens those days? Shofar. ושאול תקע בשופר בכל הארץ. This shofar was just to make them ready to aware of the danger. Still no danger, but watch out for them. Don't start with them. בכל ארץ לאמור ישמעו העברים. The Jewish people should hear this. They should know what's going on. Right? There might be a problem. So they watch out. Don't go to Arab towns for a while. וכל ישראל שמעו לאמור היכה שאול את נשיא פלשתים. All the Bnei Israel, they heard that Shaul killed, even though the son killed, but they thought maybe Shaul ordered it. They thought Shaul is the king, so they thought Shaul killed. נשיא פלשתים, וגם נבאש ישראל בפלשתים, and the Jewish people were discussed by the Palestinians. ויסעקו העם אחרי שאול הגילגל, and the people they summoned to Shaul after Shaul to Gilgal. Right? They're coming, telling Shaul, please come and help us. We are in trouble. ופלשתים נאספו להילחם עם ישראל. Now, the Palestinians, they're coming with the army. Right? You kill one of their leaders, they get very angry. They came, they gathered to have a war with Israel. 30,000 רכב, 30,000 chariots. That was only the chariots. ו6,000 פרשים. On top of that, 30,000 horsemen. ועם ככל אשר אסף עד היום. And the nation, other people with basically regular soldiers on the feet, like the sand of the ocean, countless people, so many of them, lot of. Right? You couldn't even count them. There's so many. They're coming to fight in Bnei Israel. ויעלו ויחנו במכמש. Right? They came and they camped in Michmash. Where was Michmash? That was the town that we said Shaul had his army. Right? That was
north of Gibeah. It's north of Gibeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. North of Gibeah.
اینجا از اینجا اومدن اینجا.
Gibeah was the town that they killed the minister of the Palestinians. They came all the way. They came to the town that Shaul they had his army, so they camping over there. Ketma Bet Aven. This was the east of Bet Aven. Ve'ish Israel Ra'u, all the people all Jewish people, they saw Kisarlo, because they saw that they are in trouble. They got such a big army, what are we going to do? Ki Nigash Ha'am, the nation were pressed. They became, very, very disturbed. Ve'itchabe'u ha'am b'ma'arot. No, they went hiding. They started hiding in the caves. Ube'chavarim, and in the fortress. Ube'sela'im, the rocks. They went to the mountains, they're hiding behind the big rocks, in the caves or in cracks of the rocks.
When the soldiers,
These
soldiers or just
No, the people. Everyone started running away. They saw this is such a power coming after them, running for their life. Ubecharitzim are the towers. Ubeborod in the pits. They even dug tunnels to hide, trying to save their life. ועברים עברו את הירדן, and some Jewish people, they crossed Yarden, Eretz Gad, to go towards Eretz Gad, Gilad. Right, the other part of Jewish people like Gad and Reuben and Gad, they were on the other side of Yarden, so people went, a lot of people ran away there.
Wow.
Basically, they were emptying Eretz Israel, running away. ושאול עודנו בגילגל. Shaul was still in Gilgal. וכל העם חרדו אחריו, and all the nation hurried after him. ויאכל 7 ימים למועד אשר שמואל. So he waited 7 days. Shaul didn't start the fight yet. Wait 7 days. That was the days that Shemuel told him, the appointed time for Shemuel. But Shemuel, obviously, before doing anything, he consulted with Shemuel. Here doesn't say, just say it in a short way, but Shemuel told him, go there, get ready, do not do anything until I come. And I bring sacrifices, then we start the fight.
He knew from before?
Shemuel knew, Shemuel knows about it.
had the rough kodesh.
بهش گفته بود there's gonna be a war, just wait.
Go there, wait, don't do anything. I'm going to come. We bring sacrifices to Hashem, and then we go to war. So he was waiting 7 days for Shemuel. Below by Shemuel, Gilgal. And Shemuel was not coming. 7 days, and he thought, okay, today, tomorrow. No, everyone is waiting. Pressure is on. The army is, they see the army of the enemy in front of them. Any minute they could attack. Right? So much pressure. Where is Shemuel? When are we starting? No, we have to wait for Shemuel. Shemuel didn't come. So what happened? Vayafes ha'am alav. And his nation, his armies, they started scattering from him. They started going.
They left him.
Right? People started going. So now his army was getting reduced also. So what does he do? ויאמר שאול, הגישו אליי העולה והשלמים, ויעל העולה. So Shaul jumped the gun. He said, you know what? Shemuel is not coming. I'm here. Bring to me the Ola and the Shelamim. I'm going to bring. Right? And he brought the Ola actually. Without Shemuel being there. That was his first mistake. Right? We'll see soon what happens. He kechalod la'alod ha'ola. Once he finished to bring the Ola, והנה Shemuel בא. All of a sudden Shemuel comes. Right? ויעשה שאול לקראתו לברכו. Shaul went to greet him and to give him blessing. ויאמר Shemuel, מה עשית? Shemuel told him, what did you do? You didn't follow my instruction. Right? Reminds you of what? Of Chet What happened? Moshe said, I'm coming, and for the people couldn't wait. They started making a mistake. Here also, I told you to wait. You couldn't wait. Few more minutes.
مگه آونه همینجوری sacrifice کنید به خدا؟
No, but this was nebuah. He went against the nebuah. He was.
یکی دیگه sacrifice میکنه.
So what happened here? The leader. We will see how many mistakes. I have a whole list of mistakes that he did. Right? One of them is Shaul was supposed to be political leader. Because Shemuel is still there, he's the religious leader. You're trying to take my job also. Right? You want to bring the sacrifices? That's one of the leaders. Okay? Now we're going to see what's going to be his punishment, and then I'm going to tell you all the mistakes that came out of this. One mistake, and so many things came out of it. Vayomer Shemuel ma'asita. Shemuel is very angry. He said, what did you do? Vayomer Shaul ki ra'iti ki nafas ha'am. I saw that the nation are spreading. Like from me. They're going away. V'ata lo bata. You didn't come. Lemoed hayamim. For the time that you told me you're going to come, you didn't come. Now he's putting the blame on Shemuel. You didn't come. So I had to do what I had to do, right? Sometimes people talk like this. Upeleshtim ne'esfim Michmash, and Palestine are gathered in Michmash. I said, oh, no, soon the Palestinians they're going to come upon me, at Gilgal to Gilgal. Upene Hashem lo chiliti. I haven't appeased Hashem yet. I didn't bring the sacrifice yet, and the war is going to start. That's what Shaul is telling Shemuel. That's what I thought. This word is very important. Tapak, I overcame. Basically, overcame means what? I overcame my feelings. And I brought the olah. Right? We'll see what overcoming really does to him. Vayomer Shemuel el Shaul, Niskalta, you acted foolish. Shemuel told Shaul, you acted foolish. What kind of king are you? Right? You were scared of your guys running away. Velo shamarta et misvat Hashem. One by one we see Hashem Elokecha. You didn't keep the mitzvah, one order you had. You didn't listen to it. All I told you is wait. You did not keep the mitzvah of Hashem. Hashem Sibecha. כי אתה הכין השם את ממלכתך על ישראל עד עולם, אל ישראל עד עולם. Because until now, Hashem prepared your kingdom to be on Israel forever, but you lost it. ואתה ממלכתך לא תקום. Your kingdom is not going to stay. ביקש השם לו איש Kilvavo, Hashem already have chosen, even though Shemuel didn't know who, but it says already now that you made this mistake, Hashem chose someone else. Who? Someone, Kilvavo, like his heart. Like whose heart? The simple meaning means Hashem's heart, whatever Hashem desire. But no, here real means, the deeper meaning means, the man that Hashem chooses, he has his own heart. Not like you, that you don't have your own heart.
قلبش دست مردم بود.
Exactly. Shaul's problem is, we'll see, one of the problem is, his heart wasn't his own. He keep saying what people want to appease people, not his own heart. He said Hashem is going to bring someone that he has his own heart. Not your heart is in the hand of other people. Vayisavo Hashem lenagid, then Hashem is going to make him to a leader. Al amok ki lo shamarta ed Hashem, because you did not keep what Hashem told you. Right here already was the start of his downfall. And we see the combination with this and the next mistake that he does, which is very similar to this mistake, he loses his kingdom. The next mistake was keeping the king of Amalek, Agag, and their cattle alive. And why? Because people said, you are the king. What are you listening to the people? Your heart is in the hand of people, not in your own hand. Okay, now, one by one, let's see what mistakes he made that he deserves such a bad punishment. First of all,
what happened to the war?
It didn't start yet. We're going to have a cliffhanger this week. War is starting
next week?
No,
14?
Wednesday.
14? Chapter 14?
Yes. Okay. One by one. First of all, when Shemuel confronted him, what did you do? What does he do first? Instead of saying, I'm sorry, he blames him.
He blames him.
First, he brings excuses. Oh, this, that, excuses.
That's why.
Comparing with David, what did David do when the Navi came and told him you made a mistake?
He apologized.
He says, Khatati. Right away, he says, I made a mistake. He add to the Bathsheba.
Oh.
Did
Right?
she?
Uri.
بچه
Huh?
Bathsheba.
داوید دمنه
شعرشو انداخت جلو
Yes.
جنگ.
He came right away, agreed. He
Bathsheba.
didn't do any excuses. Oh, I'm the king. I thought it. I thought that. No. Right away said, Khatati. Admitted to his sin. Shaul was supposed to do that also. He didn't do. Then he brought excuses. Now on top of it, he's making it, oh, your fault. You didn't come. Right? Second one, we already mentioned, his heart was not was in the hand of people. He cared so much of what people would think. We see when it comes to David, he didn't care what people think. What we see when he went and danced in front of the Torah, in front of the Aaron, when they're bringing Aaron to Yerushalayim, David went and danced in front of him. Michal, his wife, told him, "Oh, what are you embarrassing us?" He said, "What do you mean?
Celebrate.
I'm not like your father thinking about people. I'm thinking about what Hashem wants. I do what Hashem wants. I don't care what people want." Right? So you see, people cannot influence a king. Right? The king has to be in charge. Shaul kept getting influenced by his people. That was his weakness. So he was a good person, but what? Not a good king. He gets influenced by people. He wants to appease everybody, and that for a king is not so good. Okay? Okay, then the other one we already know that he didn't wait, right? He rushed into things, the same like Eglar, the golden calf, that people didn't wait, they couldn't wait longer, right? If Navi tells you, I'm coming, he's coming. Okay, today didn't come, tomorrow didn't come, he's coming. Right? He's not a regular person, I'm coming, okay, maybe he doesn't show up. It's a Nabi. Okay? So that's another problem which is coming to Kefirat Divrei Nabi. Nabi tells him to do certain thing, that he doesn't obey it. Right? You're disobeying the orders of Nabi.
That was number 3.
Okay, and then the other one that I said he was supposed to be only the political leader, and he acted like a spiritual leader. He's taking the place of Navi, bringing the Olah himself. Even if you want to bring Olah, there were Kohen Gadol there, bigger spiritual leaders there. Okay, he took charge. Those are all the problems that appeared here. So now that he did this, Shemuel did not stay with him for the war. What happened? Vayakam Shemuel, Vayal min Hagilgal. Right? He said, you know what? Go ahead. You wanted it this way, I'm going away. Shemuel got up and went from Gilgal. Givat Binyamin. He went to Givat Binyamin. ויבכות שאול את העם הנמצאים עמו, and Shaul went and counted the people that were with him, כ-600 ish, 600 people. Out of all the people, all the soldiers, all the people he had, only 600 stayed with him. Everybody else ran away, scattered. Now imagine 600 people, now they have to go confront
500,000.
probably millions of people, who knows how many, right? Countless people.
He went from 3,000 to
2,000 was his own soldiers, but he had other people coming to help. But now everybody is scattered. Back to 600 people. He only has 600 people now. ושאול ויונתן בנו והעם הנמצאים, there's bigger problems also they have, you'll see soon. Right? ושאול ויונתן בנו והעם הנמצאים עמם יושבים בגבעת בנימין ופלשתים חנו במכמש. So now they moving there towards each other, Shaul and Jonathan and his son, Jonathan's son. And all the people that with him, they went, sat in the Giv'at Binyamin, and Pelishtim are in Michmash, so closer to each other. ויצא המשחית ממחנה פלשתים שלושה ראשים, and the destroyer went from the Machane Palestine, the camp of Palestinians, 3 groups. הראש אחד יפנה אל דרך אפרה ואל ארץ שועל, ארץ שועל. So one group went towards דרך Ofra to the land of Shual, והראש אחד יפנה דרך בית חורון. So already they're getting very organized to fight. The 3 from to encircle all the people from three sides, right? And the other one went, the other group went to דרך בית חורון. והראש אחד יפנה דרך הגבול הנשכב על גיא הסובים במדברה. And the other group went to the road of the border which is facing גיא סובים towards Midbar. No place for, they living no place for the Jewish people to escape. בחרש לא נמצא בכל ארץ ישראל. That's the problem that they have. There were no smithman in
סמיתמן چیه دیگه؟
Ahangar. People who make metal. They make
شمشیر درست میکردن.
they're making swords and there was none in Eretz Israel. This pasuk is very important because Eretz Israel this is the first place in Tanakh that it says Eretz Israel. We had before Eretz Bnei Israel, but this is the first one that says Eretz Israel. Right?
تو توران نوشته؟ No?
I think it's the first one. I heard this is the first place that says Eretz Israel. Right? Eretz Canaan. Torah always calls it Eretz Canaan. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. וחרש לא ימצא, so there was no smith in the whole Eretz Israel. Why? כי אמרו פלשתים פן יעשו העברים חרב או חנית. The Palestinians, they were controlling everybody. So they said, we don't want anyone to work with metals. So they shouldn't make sword or
So interesting.
spear.
So interesting.
No weapons in the whole Eretz Israel. Can you imagine? Now, he has all his soldiers without weapon. וידעו כל ישראל הפלישתים. So now this telling you the history was like this. All the Bnei Israel, when they needed anything metal, they had to go to Palestinians to make it for them. וידעו כל ישראל הפלישתים ללטוש, to sharpen איש מחרשתו, a certain plow. When you're plowing the land, sometimes the plow becomes, the blade becomes weak. So you have to sharpen it. Who they go to? They have to go to these Arabs. There was no one in this field in Eretz Israel. Ved eto, or the shovel. Sometimes they had to sharpen, fix their shovel. Again, they had to go to Palestinians. Ved kardumo, the axe. Ved machrashto. Machrashto is a hoe, is a kind of a shovel also. Smaller shovel. So any of those, people basically any service they need that had to do with metal, where do they go?
To the Philistines.
They had to go to the Palestinians. There was nobody in all Israel. הפריסה פים למחרשות, there was multi-grooved file to sharpen the plows ולעיתים and the shovels לשלוש כלשון, those are the pitchfork has 3 forks, ולקרדומים, those are the axes, ולהסיב הדרבן, and to the setting of the pegs. Sometimes you need to do the pegs and you need to sharpen it. All these things, basically, all the tools were with Palestinians. The Jewish people didn't have any of these techniques.
Everything was there? Wait.
They had to go to their towns to fix any of this.
So they didn't have any of this right now?
No.
They left it with the Philistinians to be sharpened?
No, but these are not weapons. These are the
Okay, you could find
tools
a
of war.
pitchfork.
Okay. Imagine they have that. They didn't have sword. We'll see. והיה ביום מלחמת, in the day of the war, לא נמצא חרב וחנית ביד כל העם אשר את שאול. No one, all the nations that were in Shaul, no one had not even one sword or one spear. Where Jonathan? And with people that were with Shaul and Jonathan, no one had even one sword or one spear. ותמצא לשאול וליונתן בנו. The only people who had was Shaul had one and Jonathan had one. Somehow they smuggled, they got one. Only the king and his son.
Oh, wow.
Imagine. Now, this you have to go facing the enemy. How scary it is. ויצא מצב פלשתים אל מעבר מחמש. Now the army of Palestine started moving towards the pass of the road of Machmash, which was the town that they were camping against. What happened? It's getting closer and closer. They're putting the pressure tighter. And that's the end of this Perek, Bezat Hashem.
To be continued Wednesday night.
To be continued Wednesday.